The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This is a podcast. It's on the internet.
Just for you.
Just for you. If you can download it onto your phone, then it won't be on the internet anymore, but it still will be about the internet. That's right, internet reviews. We read those, and then comedy falls out of our mouths for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we read another review.
Just spills out of our jowls.
It was just open like a faucet. I got nose plugs in just to keep the flow nice and frothy.
Yeah, that's what we do. Amazon, Google, Yelp, all those fun websites you visit and spend money on.
I've never been to those.
No? Oh, well.
No, but I do have a review from Amazon.
Oh, let me hear it.
Oh, I'm on it now. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is $3.65 by Whole Foods Market. Marshmallow large, 10 ounce.
Gimme.
It's a bag of marshmallows.
Standard size marshmallows here. What we're dealing with?
Standard bigs.
Standard bigs. Okay.
Yeah, the standard L. These aren't jumbo, but they are the large. They're the size I think of when I think of a marshmallow.
Yeah, what Daddy wants, what Daddy needs.
They melt. There's still some substance when they melt. They don't just dissolve into the hot cocoa like the minis.
Like so many disappointments.
Crystal Whedon titles her review, "Dye Free and Tastes the Same." She writes, "As a family with a child that has to be dye-free, these are amazing. I, myself, have blindly tried Jet Puff. These and the Dandy's brand. These are by far just like Jet Puff. I didn't taste the difference. The Dandies are not similar, if you're wondering. They melt in the hot chalk. And Rice Krispies, just the same too. I would highly recommend these if you are searching for something more natural or dye-free. 5 stars.
Okay, this is why the internet is a cool thing, because we can, it's a fountain of information. We can learn things like the phrase, by far the same.
By far the same.
I didn't know something could be by far pretty much the same.
The distance between these two similar items, far. But if they were together, you might notice, oh my, these may just be exactly the same here.
It's like staring in a mirror.
But they're not staring because they're past the horizon from each other. By far the same. These are by far just like Jet Puff.
That's, I get her meaning. That's cool. I appreciate the information.
You are by far just like your dad.
You're by far like as good a friend as all my other friends are to me. Just so you know.
Far and away are you the most mediocre singer here.
What kind of dye allergies, like Red Lake 40, Yellow Lake, Blue Lake, that stuff?
That stuff's gnarly, though.
That stuff is gnarly, but I guess I didn't know people could be allergic to potentially caustic chemicals.
Like the worst one is, I think it's yellow dye number 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that's in Mountain Dew that makes it glow as though ooze.
Oh, no.
But it's definitely in Sunny D. I think Sunny D is like 1/4 yellow dye number 5.
Yeah, actually, my former scout troop leader, works for a chemical company, and he's like, yeah, we make the stuff that makes Sunny D orange and foggy.
Oh, no.
It's just naturally clear. And I was like, yeah, don't tell us that.
Oh, boy.
We're youths.
That is some harsh chemicalage.
But I shouldn't laugh, but there's no way for me not to laugh because I pictured what sort of allergic response someone might have to one of these dyes.
You're picturing something very, very,
Very
Charlie and the
whimsical.
Chalk. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Willy
vomiting.
Wonka-esque, aren't you?
Rainbow vomit coming up. Oh no.
They
Oh,
turn whatever color the dye is and then
Was
balloon.
there yellow dye in that? Gosh darn it. He looks like he's got jaundice, for Pete's sake. Oh, he's erping
If
all
he
over
has
the
any
place.
more, he's going to yellow dye, number 5. Yeah, I mean, I do be drinking that stuff sometimes. I don't think any of my favorite things have yellow dye, number 5, but lots of my, like, let me put this in the soda rotation just to break things up.
Sure.
That's sort of where Mountain Dew's at.
Yeah, or you make the mistake, you look at the label on some candy or something like that. You're like, oh, people have talked poorly about these ingredients that I'm actively shoving in my mouth.
Let me take another bite. Still pretty good.
Yeah, I've already gone this far.
No, nothing quite like eating McDonald's while you're watching the documentary Super Size Me. Really nice juxtaposition there.
My libido will go down.
Nothing like Morgan Spurlock in a Speedo to make you want to chug some yellow dye, number 5.
Gets my appetite perked right up. But also, so do marshmallows melting in the hot chalk.
The hot chalk, bro. Okay.
This is a hip house here.
Maybe this is mean to ask, but you think she just was like, I don't know how to spell chocolate, and backspaced? The chalk is enough.
Good enough. Yeah. Like people, refrigerator. How the heck do you... Back. Fridge. I know the D is in fridge. I don't know if it's in refrigerator. It sounds like it should be.
Refrigerator. Have I been saying this word wrong
Am
my
I
whole life, or is
dumb?
that how it is?
Are people going to find out I'm dumb? Is this how I find out? Fridge.
It's like one of those words that you've read your whole life, but you've never heard out loud, and then you say it out loud. When I was a kid, I knew the word engine, and I read the word, but there's a game that featured the word engine a lot. I always read it as engine.
Okay. Yeah,
I just couldn't help. I couldn't help but put a little gine in there, you know.
I think I
mean?
was that way with it's ingots, right?
Ingots? I think so.
Playing all those like Age of Empires games or Heroes of Might and Magic, getting your gold ingots, and I was like, ingots. Yes, get those ingots.
That's a little goblin-y way to say it. My ingots.
Or our one of our favorite segments on this show, Reviewer Redux. So pronounced because I know that's not how you say it, redo.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in 2nd grade, I think it was 2nd or 4th. I'm picturing the classrooms. It may have been 4th grade. I had to write a poem, and I rhymed I rhymed 6 with grand pricks.
That you were just ahead of your time.
And the teacher said nothing. It was a poem. I rhymed 6 with Grand Prix.
They must have been into Tupac, because if a rapper did that, if a rapper grinds 6 with grand pricks, people would think that shit was fire. People would be going crazy. They're like, did he just say that?
Yeah, Mrs. Lunsgard apparently didn't have the heart to tell me.
Yeah, just like rhyming mansion and Wisconsin. Those don't rhyme, but if you make them rhyme, it sounds pretty
dope.
exciting. Pretty dope, as they say.
I'm excited.
I'm sitting over here excited over these outlandish slant rhymes.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Do you have a review?
I do. This trends right on trend with what we were just trending.
These by far trend with the trend.
This is an Amazon review for Yankee Candle. Classic French vanilla scented candle, large 22-ounce jar, 110 plus hour burn time. That's sick.
That's a big burn.
It's a big burn, as they say. This is a review from Melissa Kelly. She titles her review in all caps, "Vanilla Lovers Beware," and writes, "If you're a fan of vanilla cakes, ice creams, and puddings, your mouth will be watering from this unbelievable orgasmic scent which fills several rooms." It's so good, I often hesitate to light the candle, knowing that it's going to torture me with its delicious smell. I think once this candle has been used up, I will definitely buy another one. This candle alone has earned Yankee Candle a customer for life. 5 stars.
See, I don't like to have I do like cinnamon bun candles.
Okay, yes.
But I don't know if they make me hungry for cinnamon buns, even though I'm a cinnamon bunner.
Huh. Good point. Good point.
You know, I've never had the desire to take a chomp out of a candle.
Yeah, you light the, what's it called? Like Midnight Sky candle. It smells like musk, you know?
Eat like Elon.
Well, it's just a very manly scent, but each time I smell that candle, I don't think I want to like press my face into a man's collarbone. Much as the smell might smell good. It's not bringing that hunger out in me.
Sure. Yeah, it's sort of a separate context. But, you know, maybe if this candle is just very vanilla-y.
I want to say,
yes,
I hate vanilla scented things.
Really?
They overpower me way too. It's like... it's a term I go back to time and again. Hot, sick Christmas is how I describe it. I remember a girl in high school had some vanilla-esque perfume, and I was like, man, she smells like hot, sick Christmas. I'm gagging on it. So anything vanilla, it's usually a hard pass for me. I'm a fan of vanilla cakes, ice creams, and puddings, like sure. Melissa is.
I don't like know how it's puddings. Yeah. Puddings. Various vanilla puddings.
You know, your various sundry puddings.
She can name 12 different vanilla pudding variants off the dome. Dude.
Just off the top of her old noggin, yeah.
You know how many puddings I can name off the dome right now? Like 4. Vanilla, chocolate, the chocolate with the fudge swirl and the chocolate with the Oreo cream swirl.
You're thinking about like a snack pack, aren't you?
That's the only kind of pudding my uncultured asses have.
Ain't never taken that box out of the pantry and go, oh yeah. Sure. Time to add some milk to this, chocolate or butterscotch, pistachio.
Oh, sure. Butterscotch, obviously. I've never had pistachio pudding.
It's pretty good. You slice some bananas in that. A real treat. Banana pudding, also excellent.
I do love pistachio ice cream.
It's so good.
That shit'll make you go crazy.
With its orgasmic flavor.
I don't know if I'd like a pistachio candle, though.
No, that'd be a little strange. So, yeah. Melissa's got her mouth is watering from the unbelievable orgasmic scent as it fills several rooms.
The density was really what impressed me. The girth of this candle scent.
She knows she wants the place to smell nice, but she's not ready to orgasm just yet. So she's got to hurry, get over to the other side of the house where the candle scent doesn't reach.
See, that wouldn't work out for me because the primary time that I'm trying to light a candle is when company's coming over.
Oh, yeah, you gotta...
That's also the last time I want to be orgasming.
Good for you. You placed yourself right in candle zone. And if it's a vanilla candle, uh-oh. Right.
I might have an embarrassing accident because of how much I like that vanilla candle. You know what I really am having an issue with right now?
What's that?
I want a seasonal candle, maybe a vanilla cinnamon candle. Smelling like some hot, sick Christmas. Sounds pretty all right now.
Uh-huh.
But you can't get one without the gaudy, stupid seasonal labels on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want a fall candle that doesn't say fucking live, laugh, love with a little stupid picture of a happy pumpkin on it. I just want it to say the brand and the flavor. Like, I don't want that stupid seasonal decor in my room.
I mean, that's why it sells.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just too much. I bought one. I just tore off the label. Tore off the stupid label.
You're such a bad boy.
I know. I know. I'm crazy. And now it's all. I need some Goo Gone, but I feel like, am I really gonna go to the store and get some Goo Gone to clean
Just
off
for
this
a candle? Well, a little hot
low.
water, some dish soap. I bet you get that right off.
Even that seems like a little much. I feel
It's a
like I've
little
gone down a
obsessive.
path that I don't want to be barreling down it. You know, I don't want this candle label to control my life like that.
I think it's great to have it just like that. You're betrothed, so maybe I need to pick up on this, and then when I invite company over, they'll be like, "Oh, wow, he's so mysterious. Who knows what that candle is?"
Who knows? You can just see the sticky tack on the side. Don't touch it.
It smells seasonal, but I don't know exactly what its seasonal name might be. Like oaken logs.
I do think this one is vanilla cinnamon. I do think you would hate to come.
My
and be
hackles
my
just
guest right
raised
now.
a little bit.
You would. They were all so bad, dude. None of them had the name of what they were, and I smelled them all. And the only one that was non-offensive was this vanilla cinnamony one.
If it's, I'd give it a chance, but I'd let you know if it bothered me.
Yeah, it is dense. It is
Candle
girthy.
Out. Put the cookie down.
One I hate the aforementioned man musk candle. Oh my god! Why do you want your
It's
home to
so
smell like bad cologne?
So silly. Yeah.
It's
Like we've had one of those candles probably since before I was born. My family, and I don't know that anyone. It must have been lit at some point, but I don't know when.
For a minute before someone was like, "What the fuck?"
Dear God, was this a gag gift?
Because I'm gagging on it.
Put that sexy man candle out now. I'm seeing velvet shirts unbuttoned to the navel.
Yeah, and zoomed in and perfectly waxed, not a pore in sight. I have a review. From some seasonal type reviews to a seasonal review of a different kind, I have a review from IMDb for Black Adam. Seasonal because this movie came out recently. Isn't that smart of me?
Nice.
This was written by CouchKick20.
Ouch.
They title it If Michael Bay and Zack Snyder Had a Baby.
Oh, okay. Probably a bit of a douche, I'm gonna be honest. Probably insufferable.
Black Adam is the perfect example of how inaccurate critics can be. By judging this movie by classic movie standards, they end up pointing out the obvious. Wow, it's just CG fights after CG fight. What they don't get is Black Adam is a very enjoyable piece of entertainment, replicating perfectly the gleeful experience of reading a comic book. This is the first superhero movie to emulate the extreme craziness of the Michael Bay golden era. It's all there. The helicopter crash, the endless slow-mo, the Dutch angles, the 2 minutes of dialogue sandwiched between 15 minutes of explosions, and of course, the louder the bass, the better the soundtrack. And guess what? It works. Mostly. Yes, the Justice Society is just a bunch of cosplayers with zero backstory or character development, but with dodgy priorities and powers that we've seen already in many superheroes before. But the effects are bold and spectacular. The colors are wild. The camera moves astonishing. Added to Zack Snyder's sepia tones, men in sandal obsession and anime fight scenes, they remind me of the best of the Man of Steel. And you have a very convincing comic book to screen adaptation. Of course, with this many new characters without a very precise goal most of the time, you end up with logistic issues where they just disappear off screen during the fight for a little while and show up neatly when they have to. But that's because they all know they have to leave the room for The Rock, whose statuesque figure was born for destroying fictional cities and throwing villain soldiers in the sky. Yeah, that's the one thing Michael Bay wouldn't approve. You don't disrespect the military like that. 7 out of 10 stars.
Okay. That's a bit of a ride.
It's a bit of a all over the place ride from the couch kick. I feel like I was being kicked from couch to couch.
Okay. I guess first things first, I haven't seen this movie.
Me neither.
I've briefly read a review of this movie on the Catholic Review to do last week's blog. But it just said, it was not so great, only for mature audiences.
Too many sweet explosions.
Too much punch, no good.
Punch, no good. That's the classic. Rated PG-13 for punch, no good.
I heard this. Do we want movies to be Michael Bay-esque?
No.
It's not like you're saying Spielberg or something where it's going to pull some heartstrings and resuscitate the child within you.
Yeah, I think Spielberg is imperfect, but I think saying something Spielberg-esque is never not a compliment.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, he's had some oopsies, but
saying that movie reminded me of a Michael Bay movie, that could be very insulting.
Yeah. Yeah, it had Shia LaBeouf in it, so.
Megatron! What does Shia LaBeouf sound like in those movies? Bumblebee! Just yelling Bumblebee for 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, once a minute, and then you go back to the action sequence.
And then some Transformer will pee on some famous actor.
God, yeah. Yeah.
God, yeah.
That Transformer has nuts. Nice.
Yeah, don't you want that kind of Michael Bay humor in all your movies?
I do. I mean, don't disrespect the military. They untouchable, frankly. Michael Bay knows. You don't.
If you punch a sweet army jet, and the army man has to evacuate out of it with his parachute seat, that's quite disrespectful and not very Michael Bay-esque of you.
It might be Zack Snyder-esque, though.
Like I think that definitely is.
He didn't care.
Beating the shit out of a soldier is definitely... that's something Zack Snyder really likes. That's just 300, right? Just 300 dudes beating up like a million soldiers.
Yes. Now that's a movie that has sweet slowdowns.
Yes, that is Sweet Slow-Mo the movie.
But yeah, that was kind of a trend, and I don't know that I need to see that anymore.
Yeah, it has to be. It's a very fine line. It has a lot to do with the tone of the movie, right? Mm-hmm. How much slow-mo you can get away with. And I don't know, The Rock is just... I know The Rock's the biggest actor ever now, but he's such a meme that I don't know if I can ever take him seriously in movies ever again.
Huh.
Maybe that's a tall tale. It's not saying I'll never see a Rock movie.
Yeah. I mean, the most recent of his that I watched was Jungle Cruise. It's pretty decent.
Jungle Cruise,
my expectations were low, so it was fine.
I just expect any movie that The Rock is in at this point in his career to be extremely unoffensive. And I don't mean that in a way where there won't be swears or there won't be the military getting punched. I mean that in sort of like, it'll be a sort of movie that is marketable to all tastes. There's nothing...
It's not going to be breaking new ground.
There's nothing going to be new or exciting about anything the homie is in. Not that he's not the homie or a good dude.
He is the homie.
He seems like a fantastic guy who deserves all the success that comes his way. But I don't know if his movies are for me anymore.
I guess that's growing up.
I guess this is growing up, not liking The Rock as much anymore.
I'm going to switch back to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Let's go. That guy drinks beers.
You know he does.
I just drank a beer or two. Hey, you got oh my goodness. was gonna ask if you had a review, but it's freaking break time.
Yeah, you got a break we could take?
I got one right here.
Kit Kat bar? Let's break it.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of this fine episode, and welcome to... crap app reviews.
Uh-oh, I've been thinking about this one. I'm thinking about this piece of meat.
This tasty pile of fetid reviews.
Exactly.
For those of you who don't know, Crap App Reviews is the only segment in the universe where we find an app on the App Store and gather up in our little basket a bunch of one-star reviews, hence the name Crap App Reviews. The crap could be describing the app in general or just the reviews themselves, but so you're in the know, I'm not going to be saying one star after all of these. You know?
They just are. You can
They
use
just
your
are.
noodle, people.
Noodle, do the noodle dance, right? You remember that? You remember that bop?
I don't know if I'm a noodle dance knower.
PBJ Otter, something like that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was more of a chalk zone guy.
Chalk Zone.
I would see an otter with a little mask. I said, now this I should just be watching Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone's pretty sweet.
They
Probably
ever
you
have
like
a noodle dance in there? They had songs.
they had songs. Rap Sheba. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back watch that stuff. And I'm sure that appealed to you as a Harold and the Purple Crayon stan.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Harold
Crap
and the
App
Purple
Reviews. On this edition of Crap App Reviews, I have brought a certain application for your phone called Snapchat.
Oh,
Are you a Snapchatter?
I've been a Snapchatter since
Since the
2014, 2013. The last year of our senior year of college, Snapchat was really the big hot new thing, I feel like.
My dude, you're better than I. I got it to talk to a girl once, and I was like, I'm not talking to this girl. Goodbye.
So there was a time where the homies were making funny videos on that thing, so I was there. Now, yeah, I just talk to the better half on it. Me and the better half have let me see what this is the kind of Snapchat user I am. I talk to like 2 people on it. I have like one group chat with some homies that I use sometime. I talk to one homie on there. Well, I usually actually just talk to, and then I have a 1,361 day snap streak.
That's big.
With the better half, yeah. You can't just let that go to the wayside as
No.
little as you use the app.
What is this? Words with friends? You can let that go. You
Sure.
can't draw something. Streaks go. Snap streaks? No way.
No, I still remember. I still remember the day we got the little 100 emoji next to it instead of the fire.
Wow. Anyway, speaking of fire, here's a review from Baconator XL. They title their review "Trash" and write "Fire emoji, wastebasket emoji." So I
guess it's a hot fire, and
guess that's what's going on.
And sort of it's sort of a hot dumpster fire.
Yeah, RAF 10KK has a similar sentiment. They title the review "Bug" and write in all caps, "Fix yo she."
He didn't stutter.
No, the point came across. Next, I found a smattering, I'll say, of reviews where people don't seem to understand how Snapchat works. And I don't use it. I used it for like a hot second. Well, I won't even call it hot. It was a lukewarm second.
Yeah, you wish that second was a little hotter, but unfortunately it was not.
It was like a fizzle second. But I know that these people just don't understand. Ava5277 titles their review, quote, "Sent," and writes, "Says sent every time I send a snap." That means it's working, right?
No, says sent every time
I assume that
I'm scared. I'm scared that that sentence is what they actually mean. You know what I mean?
That one could be tongue in cheek. I don't know, but this one from
hope they just that autocorrect screwed them over on that statement or something.
Fair point.
Or else my brain explodes.
User 17448388548 titles their review, "Harassment. Snapchat will not stop asking for access to my photos." Again, isn't that what it's supposed to, like, you're using it so you can send people pictures?
Yeah. God forbid a photo app on your phone wants to hang out with your photos. That's like buying some soda and being pissed that it should go in the fridge.
3Beatty86 titles their review, "Bad," and writes, "Snap in iPhone, not same Snap Samsung."
Fair enough.
Probably.
Yeah, sure. He said it confidently enough. I'm not here to dispute. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
And one more of the maybe they don't understand. This comes from Charles Rosario. Sounds like an adult. Charles titles his review, "Cartoon Avatar Nonsense," and writes, "Unless I'm missing something, I can't upload a picture for my profile pic. I'm not a GD cartoon. Lame."
Oh, God forbid you gotta make a little cartoon guy.
There were a lot of people who were like, "These 3D Bitmojis are ugly. Take them back."
That's who. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I like my little cartoon emoji guy. He's a homie. You get to make little custom emojis. You make your cartoon guy, and then you get to make emojis with you in it. It's very cute. I like those. There's one like you're in a hot dog suit, and it says "What's cooking."
Then things take a turn. This is John E. Secret's review. He titles it "Adults," and writes, "This app should be inappropriate for kids under 18. Why is?
Oh, that's it.
Why is he saying that?
I mean, saying that Snapchat should be 18 plus because you can take pictures of your wiener. Then shouldn't cameras be 18 plus?
No.
Shouldn't text messages be 18 plus? Come on, bro. Think. That emoji, that meme where the guy says "think." That's what's going on right now, dude.
Bobby 197703 titles his review, "Parents beware. It's ludicrous that Snapchat is listed as 12 plus. I'm not even sure it should be 17 plus. The app is basically an Uber service for minors to get their hands on vapes and other substances that are illicit to them.
What?
There are no decent parent safeguards, and it seems to bypass Apple's screen time setting all the time. Parents need to think more than twice before allowing their 12-plus child to use this application."
That's sweet. You can access the black market on Snapchat? I gotta check my
wild.
settings.
Pretty
Check that
wild.
out. Trying to get a kidney off there.
I got two more. I think I'll go for the longer one first because it's following the common theme. This is Ashley 0944087, titles her review "Discover Section," and writes, "I am absolutely mortified that children have this app and the content that is allowed in the quote Discover section. I'm someone who does not click it, nor do I watch any of the recommended discussing content on any other platform. I actually click hide this content every day.
Wow.
But instead, I keep getting similar articles. Now, as for what the content is, It's girls putting obscure foods in their mouths. It's weird, painful objects around people's bodies. It's pimples being popped, backs being cracked.
Oh.
It's all absolutely disgusting. And as someone who's almost 30, I find inappropriate. But there's children on this app. I'm not sure why no one else is talking about this. This is a major issue, and honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't been reported before. Get it together, Snapchat!
You know what recommended are those Discover section videos I watch on Snapchat? I watch them back-cracking bitches. For sure.
Some of those, that's gotta be like, quote, satisfying. Hashtag satisfying.
It's so satisfying. Especially sometimes it's just like a montage of big cracks at the chiropractor.
And
like,
someone probably going, oh, and you're like, yeah
someone
man.
going, ooh, or someone going, ah, or someone going, ah, ooh, or someone like laughing, they get that. They're not trying to react and they just are kind of like laughing.
Uh-huh.
My favorite is I've watched them so much I start to recognize the like chiropractor content creators. And there's ones I like and ones I don't like. But the like brutal ass Russian chiropractors, those are the best. They are literally like people are screaming. They're like fucking people up. And they just like are looking at the camera totally straight face while they just like totally manhandle people. And that's that you might say, Brent, that's kind of scary. That guy is causing people pain and you're enjoying it. And it's like, yeah, but if I went to a chiropractor, that's exactly the kind of chiropractor I want to go to. I want someone to just fuck me up. Do what you gotta do, bro.
All right, this is the final crap app review for Snapchat. This comes to us from Monkey Who Reviews. They title their review, "Makes Me Want to Eat a Shoe." They write, "I'm just kidding. That was an example of a hyperbole because it is a great exaggeration of reality. It is a great exaggeration of reality because it takes my disliking of the app and makes it extreme."
I feel dumber.
Well, hey, if a monkey you put a monkey in a room with a typewriter long enough, they're going to review Snapchat.
They're going to define hyperbole weirdly, specifically, and also wrongly.
Kind of recklessly.
Yeah, what a reckless definition of a hyperbole. Nothing irks me more than when someone's reckless with the English language.
Hey there. You better mind your P's and Q's, Daniel.
Exactly. So that's Snapchat.
That's Snapchat. That's all I need to know. That's all anyone needs to know.
I can't disagree.
Find us on Snapchat at review.
in another
kidding.
Life, in another worldwide, maybe if Twitter ever falls.
Ever? Wow, I can't imagine that happening, y'all.
I have a review.
Hit me with it, brother.
This review is from Amazon. It is for Super Cubes, 1 cup extra silicone freezing tray with lid, freeze food, soup, broth, sauce, and 1 perfect cup portions. It's sort of a big rubber ice tray, except the tray, the divots for the ice trays are soup portion sized.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can individually portion your soup leftovers. It is such a size that I would imagine I would need 2 cubes to satisfy.
I'm picturing like kind of slightly larger than fist sized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like literal servings. You might.
Yeah. Which, come on, double it up.
Double it up, baby. I'm a growing boy.
I think about a soup, please.
This review is from Amazon International. You had to scroll down to the international reviews, but it's Canadian, which I feel like shouldn't even be, included in international.
Right.
They're getting the same shit as we are. If I can drive my car there, I don't know if it's that international. Anyway, C. Ellis writes, "I just love these. They are so useful." She writes, she got the aqua colored tray just for note here.
classy.
These super cubes come in many configurations, but I find that the 1 cup measure are the most convenient for my needs. Once the cubes are frozen, they can be released into freezer bags, taking up less room in the freezer, and then they can be used again for other food. There are only 2 downsides to them. It takes a bit of time to get the odor of the food that was in it to go away completely. The only other small downside is that they are a bit pricey. 5 stars.
But they're reusable. See?
It's true.
Ellis?
Can't you see? Ellis?
Like, you made an investment. And you're already doubling the productivity of these things by releasing the soup cubes.
Yeah, really big brain. The soup cube release.
Let me free these puppies into the freezer.
I got more soup coming down the manufacturer's line. I cannot be waiting to freeze this stuff.
It's soup season though.
It is soup season.
Gotta have that stuff on standby. You never know.
You never know when you might need a hot soup.
Like, oh, Saturday? Is it Saturday? I gotta get some soup in me.
Soup Saturday.
Soup Saturday. Everybody knows.
Just be careful for that odor sticking.
Oh, wow, Greg. Your Zuppa Toscana tasted great, but it smelled like chili.
Beef barley.
Well, it smelled a little bit like Italian wedding soup, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you right now, Chuck.
Oh, no. That's what I froze last week.
I don't see any lentils in this soup. I love lentils. Why am I smelling them? Are they sticking up my face space?
What's the scariest? If you had clam chowder that smelled like tomato soup, that might be kind of terrifying.
Yeah, well, which clam? We're talking creamy clam chowder?
Creamy clam.
Yeah, that's a scary sensation.
Nothing but cream in this dream.
Listen, Doug. You invite us over for soup every week. It's Soup Saturday, we all know. But time and time again, your soup doesn't smell like what it is. And frankly, the guys, we've talked a bit. I don't know if we can do this anymore.
Imagine the boys backing out of Soup Saturday. I don't know if I'd ever be able to recover.
Honey, where is everyone? They left. Diane, their Soup Saturday's over.
They started to do barbecue Saturdays at Brian's, and I'm not invited. I said I could bring some soup, a bit of a soup starter, and they said they just said stop. They said just stop. It's over. All because of some stinky soup cubes.
You don't want that. Are they silicone? Is that what they are?
Let me click on.
That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, they're silicone.
Okay. Interesting that it's holding the scent. Interesting
yeah,
indeed.
I'm thinking that Ellis might have just had some extra pungent brews, so to speak.
Welcome to my kitchen.
But too much secret ingredient.
Little eye of newt.
Eye of newt probably has a nice zing, a nice tang.
Ooh, what's in there?
Eye of toot. Do you have a review?
I do. I have a review that was sent to me by the scion of comedy, Eric. With his happy bride by his side forever and always. This is an Amazon review for Solar Ray Ginger Trips Chewable Wafers, 67 milligrams, 60 count. They are little wafers made of ginger that help your tum-tum feel good if you're on if you get car sick, seasick, any of that stuff.
Oh, that sounds quite nice, doesn't it?
Right, it's got ginger root extracts, it's got ginger molasses. Here is a review from Leon J. He writes, "The only brand that we trust. My family has been using these for the past 10 years and they've never failed us. Motion sickness during cruise? Food poisoning? Morning sickness? Norovirus? Check, 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 check. We always keep at least 2 bottles in the house. The serving size says 1, but we always take 2, sometimes up to 3 daily if we are really sick to our stomach.
Uh-oh.
These were a lifesaver when we all came down with the norovirus. And then a couple of years later, salmonella. I also have GERD, which reflux. He just says reflux. And end up using these at least 2 times per week. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Now for the flavor. I am the only one in my family who has issues with it. It's a slightly sweet taste, but there's something about it that makes it necessary for me to always drink it down with orange juice. The texture is chalky, but that part doesn't bother me. They take about 15 minutes to kick in. Very fast. 5 stars.
I'm a little afraid that orange juice is the choice to wash these down. First of all, orange juice is not a great tummy settler. It's not a great digestive. Acidic. It's quite acidic. Orange juice is, my favorite juice, if not top 2 favorite juice.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes in the mood for a little grape. Sometimes grape is what hits, but over my lifetime, I've probably, orange juice has been the go-to anyway. Sure. Now that my relationship with orange juice has been established, so I will not be slandered, criticizing it in any sort of situation. Yeah, sometimes orange juice ain't great if you got a tummy ache. And I feel like orange juice is very sensitive to being combined with the wrong foods.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And my man is taking these 2 times a week just because he has the reflux.
Just because he's got to settle his flux a little bit.
And you never know when the family's going to come down with that norovirus, or hey,
right.
The whole family got salmonella. Jeez Louise, how did that happen? Like, what? That can't be common. Well, hey, honey, buy a couple gallons of orange juice because I'm going to need it.
And plus, I'm uncomfy with, over-the-counter little tummy settlers being, prescribed for norovirus.
Yeah.
That's the way he's making it sound. Is this cured my norovirus. No, I think it just sort of helped the symptoms a little bit.
I can't remember the last time someone name-dropped norovirus. Just casually.
Right.
For those who don't keep up on various viruses, norovirus is a very contagious virus that causes vomiting and diarrhea. Anyone can get infected with this and sick with norovirus. This is what the CDC tells me.
Yeah, it's just this. It seems like at that point, I guess ginger is the natural remedy, but you got to get on some sort of Pepto-Bismol IV at that point.
It seems like at this point, this family just needs to examine what they're doing with their lives.
It's just a little change in diet
and salmonella. Maybe they just need to clean their food and cook it properly.
Sure. That would be a start.
How else do you get those things? Wash your vegetables and stuff like that.
Wash out your stinky soup silicone.
Yeah, with your stinky super cubes. Gotta make sure there's no gunk in there, because that gunk gets in your junk, puts you in a funk. Gotta get the ginger chews.
The ginger chews. I do want to try these though.
Strangely evocative label of the product. It looks generic-y, but also comforting at the same time.
Oh, okay. It's so familiar. Is it familiar looking?
Kind of familiar, kind of like old homey. Let me send a picture of this. If you want to play the describe it game.
Yeah, let's see if I can aptly. Okay, it's very it's very 90s.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe that's what it is. The aesthetic is just dated.
It looks like a textbook I had in the 90s or some educational film we were going to watch. It looked like the cover of the VHS tape.
To be clear, it's a pill bottle, a white bottle of pills with a label on it.
Cute little ginger. It has a seascape, a cartoon car driving past the sea. It's very nice. It is comforting. I know what you mean. That sort of nostalgia there.
I guess that rainbow behind Solar Ray is very...
this looks like something...
VHS intro.
A tummy ache at your friend's house, and their mom whipped out this bottle, and you've never seen it before. This is something your mom did not associate with.
Mm-hmm.
But you were not afraid to take it. Your friend's mom said, here, try this. This might make your tummy feel better. You try it, and then it makes your tummy feel better, and you remember that bottle forever, even though you've never found out where to buy it. That's the kind of that's what the bottle looks like. It looks like the memory of a bottle, not like the bottle.
Yes.
I think that's it for reviewparty.com this week.
Hey, she comes in and she goes right back out.
What a fickle bitch this podcast is. Thank you so much, everybody, for making it to the end of the episode. That you are now in the Review Party Real Ones Club.
Real one.
You made it to the end of the episode. You're a real gangsta, whatever you want to compliment yourself as. I'm sure it is apt. At this point, we have new episodes of this podcast every...
Someone called me a weird little man today.
Really?
Yeah.
That rules.
And I took it as the highest compliment.
Yeah. That's
so if you want to call yourself a weird little man, go for it.
You made it to the end of the podcast. Chances are you're a weird little man. No, we got new episodes of Review Party every Tuesday morning. That's right, hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. Check them out. If you'd like to send in an absurd review for us to make some funnies over, you can do that by sending us an email with a hyperlink or a screenshot of the review to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your name because we'd love to throw you credit for it.
Hey, my weird friends and neighbors, if you want to just see what we're up to week to week, day to day, you can totally do that if you find us at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, my friends.
Uh-huh.
Not Snapchat, because there's predators on there.
You might be able to buy a vape on there. We
might be able to get some illicit substances. I don't know, there's 12-year-olds too. Apparently, I'm not going to hang out there.
Yeah, that's true. That's the worst part about it.
I'm going to hang out also on Twitter at Review Party Pod. You can hang out at all these places if you want, because we're going to be there. We're going to be posting stuff. You can send us stuff if you want. We don't care what it is, as long as it's not illicit substances. But, hey, if you're not about that game, get yourself to reviewparty.com on the internet, just in your browser. You can find all the episodes. You can find the blog where reviews are written about nigh every week. And when I say nigh, I don't mean nigh, because it is every week. There's a shop, and you can change. My dear friends, you could listen to this podcast on a different podcast streaming service every week of the year, and you probably still would have more to go. Check that out. It's stunning on the Where to Listen page on our website. Check it now because it's going fast. Just kidding. It's going to stay there forever. The list grows.
Yeah, I'm sure that list will last long after most of those distributors. It'll outlast most of them.
Probably.
They'll be dead and gone and broken links, and we'll still leave them there as trophies.
True homage.
My turn?
It's your turn.
Holy moly. Nosebleeds. They got wicked music. We got their wicked song to use as their theme song, as our theme song. Thank you so much for letting us use that, guys. It's called Bread for Breakfast.
Yeah.
You've heard it, a part of it at the beginning, in the middle, and you're about to hear some of it at the end. And if you want to hear more, the whole song, or more other good songs by Nosebleeds, you can look them up on Spotify. Just look up Nosebleeds. That's one word. There's no space after that E. But there's a couple more E's to come. You don't need it. And it's not No Seb Leads. It's not No Seb Leads. It is Nosebleeds. Come on, people. I have a review to finish us out here. We'll go with this one. This is a review for the Warcraft movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Probably known colloquially as the World of Warcraft movie or something. It's that movie that came a while ago about Warcraft.
Got that big green guy going, grr.
Big green guy on the cover go, guh. Big white human guy going, on the cover. This review from Amazon is written by color_wolf. They title it Like It. They write, Gamer need to watch it. 5 stars.
Ugh. He's an orc, I think.
An orc wrote that review.